Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in today's video we are going to talk about how to handle click event with AWT button. So let's start. First of all, we will try to understand what event exactly. Then we will try to understand certain important concepts regarding event handling in Java programming. Then we will try to understand which interface is available, which class is available in order to handle click event regarding button, and then at last I will try to demonstrate you with simple program. Okay, so first of all, what is event exactly? So event basically describes the change in the state of any object. So for example, whenever we will press a button, event occur. Whenever we will try to enter any character within text box, the event will occur. Whenever we will try to close window, event will occur. Whenever we will try to move our mouse, event will occur. So all these are nothing but example of event. So it is basically changing the state of object. So for example, in Java programming language, button is an object because it is an instance of button class. In the same way, text field is an object because it is instance of a text field class. So whenever we are trying to change the state of these objects, event is basically generated. So in Java programming language, there is a event delegation model available to deal with event handling. So what three concepts we have regarding event handling? So first concept is event itself. What event is? Now we know it is a change in the state of object, that is event. Now there is a second important concept, event source. Now event source is an object actually that generates event. So for example, if I click on a button, then it is generating event. That's why button will be event source. Okay, and third concept we have listener. Now a listener is also object that keeps listening the event which are getting generated. So listener can get notification whenever event will be occurred. So for different component, there are variety of listeners available within Java programming language. So for example, to handle the window related event, we have window listener. To handle button related event, we have action listener. To handle checkbox related event, we have item listener. So likewise, different components has different listeners available. Okay, then how actually events are handled and processed in Java programming language? So first of all, a source generate an event. Let's say we will click on a button. So button is a source here which is generating certain event, and then it will be sent to one or more listeners that are registered with the source. So if you have registered any listener with our button, then the notification of event generation will be sent to that listener. So once event is received by the listener, so it will process the event. Okay, and events are supported by different packages within Java programming language, like we have java.util, java.awt, java.awt.event. All these packages has event related classes available. So there will be list of event related classes and interfaces within java.awt.event package. So in today's example, we are going to use this package having name java.awt.event. So in Java, action listener is basically a class that is responsible for handling the action events like click on a button, click on a menu item, etc. Okay, So action listener interface has one method called action perform. So this action perform methods basically handles all the action events of a component, and inside this particular method we will define the logic how we need to handle our event. So public void action perform, it requires the object of action event class, that is A, and between this pair of curly brackets we will write the event handling logic. Okay, now how to use this action listener interface in our program? So there are two ways to use this action listener within our program to handle button related event. So first way says that this action listener interface can be implemented by our class in which we want to handle event, and second way says that it can be used separately from the class by creating a new class that will implement it. Okay, so both ways I am trying to show you practically now. So first of all I will try to show you how we can implement this action listener interface for handling the button related event. We will save this file. So let's say button demo.java. Okay, now first of all I will import the package java.awt, and then I will import java.awt.event. okay, now after importing packages we will try to create class button demo which will extends frame class, and now it will implement action listener interface. So I will write here action listener interface. Okay, and within this now I will create first of all main method. Within this main method let's create object of button demo class. Okay, so here I will write button demo, let's say d is equal to new button demo. Okay, object we have created. Now friends, this will be our main method. Okay, and now here I will try to create the constructor of button demo class here. Okay, so as soon as object will get create, the constructor will get invoked, constructor of button demo class. Okay, and within this button demo constructor we are going to write our GUI logic. So first of all I will control our frame by using certain methods. So here I will write control frame. Okay, so first of all we will make our frame visible with help of set visible method, and I will pass true value to it. Then I will set size of our frame. So let's say 500 by 500. Okay, then set title, so it will use to put title to our frame. So let's say button event handling. Okay, this will be title of my frame. Okay, then I will use set layout. Okay, and we will use flow layout over here. So I will create the object of flow layout like this. So by default all elements will appear at the center of our frame, and they will appear one by one in which sequence we will try to add them to our frame. Okay, so after this I will add code for closing frame. By default we know now AWT frame close button doesn't work, so we need to add code for it. So I will add here window listener. So add window listener. Okay, it requires the object of window adapter class. So I will write window adapter. Okay, and here we will try to implement the method called public void window closing. Okay, and it will require the object of window event class. let's say WE, and here I will write statement system dot exit 0. So whenever now I will click on close button, our frame will get closed. Okay, and this 0 means program has terminated normally. Okay, so all basic setup I have done over here. Now let's try to create one button, okay, for which we want to handle the event. So I will define the button over here. Okay, button B is equal to new button, and my button is like click here. Okay, this is our button, and I will create one text field over here in which we will try to display certain message. So I will write text field, let's say T is equal to new text field, like this. Okay, so we will add these both components to our frame. So I will write here add B. Okay, next to this I will add this T. Now let's try to execute this. Okay, I will copy this path, and I will start the command prompt. So I will write javac button demo dot java. Okay, we need to first of all specify the method of this interface. Okay, as we know, if you are implementing certain interface, okay, so all that methods we need to specify within our class, and till now I have not specified the method. Okay, so what method we discuss? Public void action perform. This method is available. Okay, so I need to implement this. So I will write public void action perform. Okay, and it requires the object of action event class. Okay, let's say A is a object, and here we will write the logic, how we want to handle the event. Now if I try to compile it again, okay, it got compiled. Now I will write Java button demo, and you can see we got one button over here and one text field is there. Okay, now what I will do, whenever I will click on this button, we will try to display certain message within this text field. Okay, now how we will do that? So first of all, we will add the action listener to our button. So for that I will use method called add action listener. Okay, and I will write here this. Okay, and now inside of this particular method we will try to write a logic. So what I will do, if we will use here a method called get source. Okay, so this is a method of action event class, so I will access it with help of this a object. Okay, so I will write a dot get source, and if our source is button, that is B, okay, then what we want to do, we want to set certain text to our text field. So here I will write t dot set text, that is method, and it requires the text that is to be displayed within the text field. So I will write here button is press. Okay, now what I have done here within this method, if my source of event is button B, then I will set the text button is press to the text field. And what is text field here? So T is the object of text field. Okay, now let's try to compile this again. Okay, so there should be b dot action listener. Okay, it got compiled. I will write Java button demo, and now if I click on this button, you can see in text field we are getting this message, button is press. This is how we will handle event with a button, by implementing the action listener interface. Okay, now this is the first way. Okay, now I will try to show you the second way, where we will try to use a separate class for implementing the action listener interface, and its object we will try to pass while adding the action listener interface. So for this I will create new file over here. So this file will have name button demo1.java. okay, and now here again I will import both of the packages like this. Okay, now I will create class button demo1, okay, which will extends frame class. Okay, now as usual I will create main method. Within this I will create object of this button demo class. Like this. Okay, now after this I will create the constructor button demo1, and now within this constructor, okay, we will try to set the properties. So set visible, I will make it true. Set size, I will make it 500 by 500. Set title, button event handling. Set layout. Okay, so we will create the object of flow layout like this. Okay, and now I will add code for closing our window. So add window listener like this. We will create the object of window adapter class. Okay, and here I will implement method public void window closing, and it requires the object of window event class. Okay, let's say WE, and here I will write system dot exit 0 like this. Okay, I have done all things. Now let's try to create a button and a text field. Okay, so here I will write button b1 is equal to new button. Okay, and I will give title here again, click me. Okay, and one more text field I will create here, text field t1 is equal to new text field. Okay, its length will be 15. Instead of text field you may use label as well. Okay, I have used text field over here to display my message. Now I will add these both components. So first of all b1, okay, then t1. Okay, both of these will appear at the center of frame because we are using flow layout. Now after adding this, what I will do now, I will write b1 dot add action listener, and here I will pass the object of new class in which I am going to implement my action listener interface. So let's say demo button event is my class name. Okay, any class name you can specify. Now I will try to implement this class. Okay, so what I will do, so here I will write class name is demo button event. Now here we will implement the action listener. Let's say action listener. Okay, and now within this class we will try to implement action perform method. Okay, so here I will write public void action perform. Okay, and we will pass the action event class here with its object. So action event, let's say A, and within this class we will try to write the logic. Okay, how we want to handle the event. Now as per your requirement you can add logic over here. Okay, logic for event handling. Now here what we want to do, whenever user will click on OK button or click me button, then it should display certain message within this text field. So what we will do here, let's say t1 dot set text, and here I will write again button is press. Okay, so like this I will do it, and let's try to compile this file. So I will write here javac button demo 1. Okay, it got successfully compiled. Now I will write java button demo 1, and we got this. Okay, now if I click here you can see we are getting this text within the text field. Okay, means we have successfully handled the click event for our button. Now one more way I will try to tell you how you can handle click event of button. Okay, so for this I will try to change within this code itself. Okay, or I will create a new file. Okay, so here I will write button demo 2.java. Okay, now all basic things I will just try to grab from this file, so it will save our time. Okay, I will remove this all unnecessary things. Okay, I will just keep this basic things. Okay, whatever I want. Okay, now okay, basic structure is ready. Here you can see two packages we have, and this class name should be button demo 2, which is extending frame class. There is a constructor available, so its name should be button demo 2, under which first of all here I am trying to close my window. These are certain basic methods that we are using for controlling our frame, and here in main method I am creating object of button demo 2 class. Okay, now here what I will do again, I will add the button over here. First of all, button, let's say b1 is equal to new button. Okay, and here I will again take same name, click me. Okay, and after this I will take one more text field like t1 is equal to new text field, like this, and let's say its size is 15. Okay, and now both of these components we will add to our frame, so it will be b1 and then here will be t1. Okay, now how we will add now action listener to our button. So here itself I will write, let's say b1 dot add action listener. Okay, and within this method we will try to create the object of action listener class. Okay, and now here we will try to implement action perform method like this. Okay, so here I will write public void action perform and it requires the object of action event class. So I will write action event, let's say A, and within this method now I will simply write t1 dot set text, and here I will write button is press. Okay, and now I will compile this file. So here I will write javac button demo 2. Okay, it got compiled, so I will write java button demo 2, and here we got same output. So if I click, you can see we got a message button is pressed within the text field. Okay, so these are the different ways through which you can handle the click event for AWT button in Java programming language. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.